And welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are in week 2 of Cosmic Crucible today, and I just thought I would go over some Cosmic Crucible attacks. So leading into it, this is round 2. I didn't think to record round 1 because I'm terrible, and round 1 was a nice easy victory. It's been so far a pretty good season so far. So basically room 1 I did Superior 6 into a unlimited kind of hybrid with Phoenix over here. Round 2 was the Bifrost with Hive Mind. Round 3 we had the Extreme X-Men taken out, Extreme X-Men hybrid taken out with Masters of Evil. Round 4 we had kind of an out of time that I used Cabal on. Room 5 we had Infinity Watch, and then room 6 we had a Secret Defender with Morgan Le Fay and Dormammu, and I did that with New Warriors. So defensive wise, I've kind of taken more or less kind of Duelin's defense that he posted a couple days ago. So I've got a Extreme Dormammu in 1, we've got Pegasus in 2, we've got a Unlimited with Noir and Quicksilver, we've got Black Order with Vulture, we've got Infinity Watch with Black Knight, and then we have SD with both Emma and Morgan Le Fay. Kind of the thinking, this room kind of straightforward, this room pretty straightforward, more or less pretty straightforward here as well. The thinking with Unstable Energy is Thanos is going to be able to ult turn 1, and basically if these 3 die over here, Thanos is going to get a lot of turn meter, and hopefully he will do some bad things. Over here, Infinity Watch, kind of, you know, it's Infinity Watch through Black Knight in here just to kind of maybe sink the efficiency a little bit. And the idea over here with SD and Morgan in particular is that so New Warriors becomes a little bit more challenging, and then with Emma it kind of messes up the turn meter. Anywho, getting into it with my opponent today. So we are going up against Lion 14. So I am sitting currently at 60 mil, and my opponent is at 44 mil. So this is a pretty big punch down for me. I'm hoping it should be a pretty easy CC match. Going into things, so probably what I will do over here is kind of what I've been doing. I will be doing a New Warriors APOC comp. Over here with Infinity Watch, we'll basically do leftovers. This one over here, just kind of the, you know, villain soup over here, I guess, with Black Knight. We will do this with Cabal. Probably Masters of Evil over here in the aggroed room. We will do Hive Mind with the Bifrost, and then I am probably going to do full Superior 6 with I might actually put in Super Scroll just for giggles with this one over here. But anyway, let's start off. I think I'm gonna actually start off with 2. And we're going to go pretty standard. I've been using Hive Mind here. Now, with my Pegasus being on my defense, just a quick little take on that. If you happen to run into Pegasus on defense, believe it or not, the best counter is actually Bifrost. So I'm hoping my opponent is actually going to struggle with my Pegasus since since their Bifrost is on defense. Anyway, with this team, you are going to have to work on your positioning a little bit. So basically what's going to happen is we'll ability block Sylvie, and when Sylvie is ability blocked, she obviously defaults to her basic. Her basic rewinds turn meter, and basically you do not want Red Goblin or Gwenom getting rewound. So basically what I'm doing, my Venom will be the taunt, so Venom is going to get basicked, it'll splash on over to Carnage, which we don't care about Carnage getting rewound as much. With this one, I've also found I like to do the Void Knight ultimate on Sylvie, as just for whatever reason, the RNG of actually getting her ability blocked almost seems to be more of like a guaranteed when she is directly targeted. For the most part, I haven't noticed too bad of, you know, it getting resisted, but just, you know, superstitions die hard, or whatever the saying is for that one. Anyway, so we ulted with Void Knight over here. You'll notice we've got the basic from Sylvie. So she rewound Void Knight Venom, and Carnage, which basically leaves Gwenom and Red Goblin free. And the main thing you do is you want to get the offense up on Red Goblin. So I like to target Teen Loki. I like to get those, basically those the retaliations off as soon as possible. And so we're going to kind of just go all in on Teen Loki. You'll notice Vol over here is stunned. We got our first 2 into the red, so we are going to start getting the turn meter, and that pretty much ends this match essentially. So we got another red. We're now going to go in with Red Goblin's ultimate, and this should kind of do some nice damage. Hopefully took Sylvie into red as well, so we get some turn meter there. Occasionally what will happen is if I do run into a very large Bifrost, occasionally my Red Goblin will die from retaliations from those heals, but it's not too big of a deal as far as the difficulty of the match. It does obviously sink your efficiency a little bit, but I've had really no issues countering Bifrost with Hive Mind this season. So pretty smooth fight. Everyone's mostly healthy. Red Goblin obviously took a little bit of damage, so we'll take a little sink there with the health bonus, but doing pretty good. All right, now continuing things on over here. I think let's go ahead and go into this villain soup over here. And I think what we are going to do is obviously Cabal, and I've been liking Omega Red and Doom as my, 4 and 5. I do have other options. I mean, I could take in Super Skrull, but with the Black Knight here, I don't really think Skrull is going to do all that much. So let's go in with the team I had originally mentioned. So we've got our Cabal members, and then we have Omega Red and Doom. For the most part, for this team, from what I've noticed, Namor, believe it or not, seems to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So as big as you can get your Namor, and if you care, obviously, about Cosmic Crucible, that's definitely something. I've seen, like, two diamond Namors really just, like, kind of ruin people's day. All right, so I did not take into account I forgot what room this is. So this is the room where Sus can actually ultimate turn 1. So this is not a good thing. So we are going to actually back out of this. I wasn't paying attention, which happens occasionally. So we definitely do not want... We're going to have to look at this room a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and attempt that again, and this time around we are going to take out Omega Red and bring in our own Super Skrull, and maybe get slightly better results. Let's see how this goes. This is going to kind of come down to the coin flip, though, and whether or not my Skrull goes first, or whether or not their Skrull goes first. And that'll also come into, obviously, positive buffs on the field and whatnot. So let's see. All right, our Skrull went first, which is good. So now their Skrull should actually be shouldn't be getting turn meter anymore off of the initial flip. So our Skrull just kind of wrecked the field over there, which is good. Let's see. Okay, and I haven't followed these guys too much, so we clear revive once. That's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and go in this way. Okay, got the revive once off of Skrull. And that hurt, but our Skrull is ready to go again, so let's go ahead and ult on Black Knight. And who have we lost so far? So we've lost Leader, we just lost our Skrull, which is unfortunate. But let's take out their Skrull real quick. So this is a sloppy fight on my end. We just lost our Doom from the retaliations. And so now basically Black Knight doesn't have any more retaliations, which is good. Let's go ahead and get rid of him here. So kind of sloppy, but it is a clear, and definitely wasn't looking at the rooms essentially, which, bad on my part, but be careful, I guess, when you're looking at Skrull in this room, and that was just kind of a rookie mistake on my end. Wasn't paying attention. So anywho, moving along, let's go ahead and kind of regain some of our confidence. We're going to go into this room over here. I like to go in with APOC and New Warriors, basically subbing out Dagger. It just makes the fight a lot easier, and I don't think Nova is going to really add too much to this. The one thing, Miss Marvel will have a little higher turn meter because there are more SD members. But aside from that, I think this fight should go kind of the way it's been going. It is a pretty smooth fight normally. It can punch up normally pretty well. The only thing you do run into sometimes is essentially, I believe Deathpool occasionally will lose a charge if Black Cat over here, I believe it's her ultimate that takes away a charge. But anywho, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and we're gonna direct it this way and just get those traumas, mainly on Robbie is our main kind of interest. The reason I didn't do it over here by Black Cat is because Black Cat has immunity, and that just kind of would have been a little bit of a waste. We'll go in, get the blinds on Robbie, not that they matter. And mainly with this one, I just kind of go all in with Robbie and just kind of nuke him down a bit. And hopefully my Gwenpool doesn't die, as she is the one that gives those boosted charges to Deathpool over here. Okay, that should get rid of him. There we go. And now we will go ahead and do the punch over here. And there we go. So a pretty smooth fight. We did lose Gwenpool over here, which is a bit unfortunate. It happens sometimes. It is obviously a little bit of an efficiency sink, but they are able to punch up pretty big. And considering this is probably, I think at this point now, the oldest Crucible offense team, or at least one of the oldest, it's nice to see that they at least still get some use, and, you know, they are countering a meta arena team, essentially, which, how big of a, let's go back in real quick. So, I mean, that was not a huge punch up, only about 300,000, but still, the fact that they're able to punch up is still a win in my book. All right, let's go into Full House over here and make sure I don't have any funny rude rules. So, all right, so we've got a Raider over here, and then basically MLF, and so these are basically normal ISO setups. So they didn't do anything special ISO-wise for this room. So we're going to go in with standard Superior 6. This is a big punch down for my Superior 6. I'm not anticipating any problems with this. Basically, Red Goblin should go, basically, or not Red Goblin, Green Goblin Classic, rather, should go, rewind everyone, and we'll basically, I feel like we should walk over this team. And I'm not anticipating any problems. All right, so I guess let's go after Morgan Le Fay. We'll kind of target her, get some good turn meter, rewind over here. I think what I'll do is with Craven, assuming Wong is still alive, I'll probably ability block Wong, and then kind of continue to work down Morgan Le Fay over here. All right, let's ability block Wong to stop him from taunting. Okay, and go ahead and get the Shocker out. Get some ability energy as well as some buffs going. So it looks like Doctor Strange Heartless got taken out by a retaliation from Green Goblin Classic, and that went well. We'll go ahead and do the special here, just get some more damage out on the field. Looks like we took out Agatha and Scarlet Witch with that one. Go ahead and do that. And let's rewind Morgan Le Fay a little bit. And I mean, there we go. So pretty easy, smooth fight like I thought. Wasn't really anticipating any problems with this one. So really, I think what this Crucible match is probably going to come down to is whether or not my opponent one-shot everything with my little mess up in room 4. And yeah, so I mean, definitely, I would say probably more of a offense meta is probably what we're in right now, which is nice. I don't like the turtle type metas. Those kind of always just annoy me. I hate the turtle aspect. I'd rather, you know, just be able to kind of get in, do all the attacks, call it a day, hopefully one-shot everything. So yeah, and with I think our current kind of CC situation, even actually last season, there wasn't too much turtling going on, at least not that I encountered. So that's always kind of, I guess, enjoyable on my end, or at least I enjoy that. Let's see. Let's start off with an ability block on Tigra over here. And let's see. We've got a vulnerable on Quicksilver and Mockingbird. I'm going to start actually over here with Mockingbird. Okay, and that deleted Mockingbird. Okay, so let's go on into Quicksilver now and kind of get him taken down just a little bit. And there we go. We got him taken out from the offense up retaliations. Let's go ahead in here and reduce some turn meter and get some stuns out there. And hopefully, again, those retaliations to take them out. Just go ahead and basic. Go ahead. That should take him out over here. And yeah, super easy fight. And there we go. So yeah, New Avengers haven't really been good in Cosmic Crucible anyway. They didn't really do good last season. They don't really seem to do much this season, at least not in that room anyway. And yeah, so let's go on into our last room, which is just going to be Infinity Watch. And basically with Infinity Watch, we're going to be going in with like our leftovers, basically. So I'm going to go in, and I don't really have a save team for this, but I am going to take out these, and we're going to put in Spider-Man Big Time, just for essentially his clearing of the revive once. And basically that's kind of what we're doing here. We're just kind of getting rid of those revives. And I'm also going to bring in Red Hulk, and we'll have Omega Red here just because. And so yeah, so basically what we're doing here is Big Time Spider-Man will take out 2 of the revive ones, and Red Hulk should be able to take out the other one. And it just kind of, it makes it less of an efficiency sink when you're dealing with the revives. And Eternals basically are just the Eternals. They still are, you know, relevant. And, you know, basically we will do what we need to. So I'm going to go over here and let's go into Gamora. Make sure you use the special. That's going to be the one that clears the revive once. It's going to take the revive once off of Gamora and of Nebula. And basically what I'm going to do here is the main, I guess, kind of play difference. I am going to go into Adam Warlock with the basic first. And really all I'm doing there is I just want to get rid of that, essentially the evade. So we'll now start focusing on Phi Lavelle. We'll do the ultimate, and we got 1 kill. Killed Gamora. And now let's go ahead and rewind the turn meter a little bit. And basically all we're doing is we're just focusing on Phi Lavelle over here. Okay, and does this chain around, tackle enemies? I don't actually want to kill Adam Warlock, so we're going to go in with the basic, and I'm basically just kind of waiting to have Red Hulk go again so he can do his special, which will basically remove the revive once. We'll go in here with the special, and that should take care of Moondragon. There we go, and we will take out the revive once. There we go. Oh, he actually resisted it. That's unfortunate. All right, so resisted. So we're going to have to kill Adam Warlock a second time. It is what it is. And it actually, that might have been... No, Safeguard doesn't play into that. Anyway, be resisted. The revive ones can be... It does go into a focus resistance check. So, you know, we got resisted. It happens. But still a pretty smooth fight. And let's see how we did. So we should be like 40, upper 49s would be my guess. Because of the 1 dropped attack. So 49,779. So pretty good score. Again, had I not messed up this room over here, you know. Let's see. Looks like my opponent has not attacked yet. So I will be back with the final score, and we will see how I did. And looks like we are back with our Cosmic Crucible results for this second trial. So let's go ahead and see how we did. Looks like we pulled out a solid victory. I'm guessing they probably struggled on at least 2 of our rooms. So let's take a look and see what happened this afternoon. All right, so room 1 against my extreme dorm. They went in with Masters of Evil. Pretty standard there. Room number 2, looks like they tried to go in with Hive Mind against Pegasus, and Hive Mind doesn't do all that well, but then they went in and kind of did a mirror match. It's probably very easy once my Pegasus was exhausted. Next room, against my kind of unlimited hybrid with Quicksilver and Noir. They just went in with Sinister 6. Looks like a pretty solid win there as well. Room 4, with my kind of... not Infinity Watch, I almost said, Black Order with Vulture. They went in kind of with a hybrid of Unlimited Extreme, and they seem to have cleared that pretty easily. Room number 5 does look like Black Knight actually did kind of throw them off a little bit, and they tried going in with Masters of Evil, and they canceled out of that, and then they went in with Cabal, and we've got Cabal, APOC, and Mysterio. So I'm okay with that, pulling such a big team. You know, that definitely, you know, is a nice solid pull. Room 6, as kind of anticipated, the New Warriors do get tripped up a little bit by Morgan Le Fay and Emma, and then they were able to kind of go in and clean it up with the Eternals. I do want to just take a quick little look at this replay, though, and just kind of see where that kind of, like, you know, mix-up gets taken in. I know the turn order does get a little messed up on this one. That's kind of why you are bringing in Emma. So let's see. All right, so they did that. So pretty normal so far. And then that's kind of the big thing that really kind of messes them up is Morgan Le Fay, you know, gets that special, or her ultimate in rather, and then you saw with all those bleeds, it really just kind of feeds into Robbie, and Robbie was able to go in and then do his special and delete their Gwen pool. So kind of at this point now, their death pool has kind of been neutered. And I'm assuming that the rest of my Secret Defenders are going to kind of walk over the remainder of New Warriors over here. So we have an ultimate coming in from Black Cat that just deleted their dagger. And yeah, so this defense did exactly what I wanted it to do. I basically just wanted it to pull New Warriors and kind of get hopefully a sneaky little win. And that's what we were able to do here. So I am perfectly okay with these results. Yeah, so that went pretty well from what I can tell. I'm just going to close out of this. I mean, we already know what happened and as it ends. But yeah, so that is the results for round 2 of week number 2. So I will be back actually later this afternoon with the results for match number 3, and we'll see if my opponent kind of attacks early. So that's been it for this week of, not this week, but that's been it for today for Cosmic Crucible Week 2, Number 2. So if you did enjoy this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. My name is Dragon Rider. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.